Well, hello, Facebook, and welcome to What You Warm on Wednesday. I'm Jennifer Williams. I'm an independent Scentsy consultant, and this is what we do in the Facebook group every Wednesday. Today, we are going to talk about this week's feature fragrance, and Facebook, of course, is telling me there's been some kind of error. We're just going to roll with it. So we're going to talk about this week's featured fragrance, which is Luna. We are going to demonstrate the jeweled deluxe oil diffuser. And then, of course, because it's May 4th and May the 4th be with you, we're going to take a look at some of the Star Wars things and talk about all of that. So if you are watching this live, say hello. If you're watching this on the replay, please drop a replay down below. And then if you like what you are seeing in this video, I would really appreciate if you would share outside this group, either on your profile or where have you, if this makes it onto YouTube, because I do put these videos on YouTube at the end of the week. If you're seeing it there, then just go ahead and share it if you think somebody would like what is in this video and some of the things we're going over. So it is May the 4th. Now, I didn't know May the 4th be with you was a thing until probably like a few years ago. I was in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and yeah, don't ask. If you were with me in North Dakota, will you just put like a freezy face emoji down below? I was only there for a year, but I got there in the springtime, and so May the 4th came around, and again, that was the first time that I even realized that May the 4th be with you was a thing. I thought Star Wars kind of died off because, I mean, the first Star Wars came out around the time that I was born. And I do remember going to see like the first Star Wars movie in the theater. And I'm pretty sure that was probably like the second or the third Star Wars that had come out by the time I went to the theater. But I thought it was just really neat to see like my kids watch Star Wars and enjoy Star Wars. And now this whole era of what is like the Mandalorian and that whole thing. So I don't know, Star Wars is kind of neat that it has spanned generations now. It's like, what, 50 years old or close to 50 or something. So I think that's really neat. But are you a Star Wars fan? I'm curious to know. Let me know down below who your favorite character is. Mine was always the Ewoks. That could be probably because that I think that was the first maybe Star Wars movie that I saw in the theater was the one with the Ewoks. And don't get me lying about which one that was, because I don't remember. I just remember that they were cute and I liked them. They were like big fat teddy bears that like fought, and I don't know. They were cool. I like the Ewoks. Chewbacca was kind of cool, but those are memories from my childhood that I think is really interesting, that have kind of spanned all the way until modern times. And watching The Mandalorian, I didn't watch a whole lot of it. I just haven't had time to watch it. But my kids really enjoyed Mandalorian. Steve really likes The Mandalorian. So Scentsy now has a whole line of products, Star Wars and Mandalorian, but I will tell you guys about that in a little bit. Let's talk about the featured fragrance of the week. I'll grab it over here, which is Luna. I'm going to close this out over here. And let's see if I see any comments. Again, if you are here, say hello. And if you're watching this on the replay, type replay down below. So this week's featured fragrance is going to be Luna. And I chose Luna because it's May the 4th and kind of stars and things. Luna, I have melting in Mason's bedroom. It is the only fragrance that I actually really like in his bedroom. And I have the warmer go on right before he goes to bed so that it melts and it smells good while he's going to sleep. It's a very kind of like calming nighttime fragrance. And it might be because I have been melting it at night regularly in his room. So now it just kind of evokes sleepy time for me. And let's see what Scentsy describes Luna as. It says white florals, jasmine, sweet pea, and freesia, juicy berries, and sandalwood shimmer like moonlight. So it is kind of a moony smell, I guess. It's such a pretty color too. It's this pretty light blue color. And let's see, I get the berries on the bottom. I get berries, not so much floral on the bottom, more floral on the top. Sweet pea. I don't get too much of the sandalwood. The sandalwood, I think, creates that kind of masculine fragrance to it, or the hint of masculinity, that makes me okay with melting this just about in every bedroom in the house. I really like it. It is one of my favorite fragrances, and this is Luna. If you have not tried it out yet, I encourage you to try it out. It comes in a variety of different products. It comes in washer whiffs, laundry soap, scent packs. So the Scentsy buddy that Mason has that he carries around everywhere, we have a Luna scent pack in it. He loves the smell. He loves smelling Lenny's butt. But that's the Scentsy that's the fragrance buddy that he has. And we really enjoy Luna here at the house. I put it in every single bedroom. And I wouldn't necessarily do like a whole house smell, again, because it evokes sleepiness for me, or just reminds me that, oh, it's nighttime, it's time to go to bed. So I wouldn't do this as a whole house fragrance, but I definitely like it in the bedrooms. I did try it on clothes one time. I really enjoyed it on clothes. It had more of a fruity smell when I used it in the washer whiffs and the laundry detergent. And I really like it. It's one of our favorites here at the Williams household. Okay, so let's talk about May the 4th be with you and all of the Star Wars stuff. So I don't have any Star Wars stuff. I'm not a huge Star Wars gal. We do watch the TV shows. Of course, we have all the DVDs and things, and the kids really enjoy watching it. But I just don't have any Scentsy Star Wars stuff. Not into it. I do have a few customers who really liked the child warmer, so the little baby Yoda warmer. So those are available. Again, they sold out, I think last fall when we came out with them. They are back. Disney Scentsy has the Star Wars and Mandalorian line. So there's things like, there's like a Darth Vader buddy. There's a Princess Leia buddy with the little, I want to say the earmuffs, but you remember how her hair was like in an earmuff type thing. And let's see, there's that. There's a child buddy clip. There's a child warmer, so a baby Yoda warmer. There's all kinds of good stuff. There's new fragrances. There's new scent packs. There is a Star Wars themed Scentsy pod. I haven't smelled any of those fragrances, but I bet you they're awesome. I know a lot of people love Star Wars, and they do enjoy the Star Wars Scentsy products. So that is happy May the 4th. And speaking of May the 4th, May the 8th is Mother's Day. So if you are a mom out there and you are watching, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have wonderful things planned for this weekend. And if you are not of the mother, tell your mother happy Mother's Day, or go treat a mother to a great Mother's Day this weekend. I hope everybody has a great time celebrating that. So let's get into what I came here to tell you guys and to show you about, which is the Jeweled Deluxe Oil Diffuser. I'm gonna make sure y'all can see that in the lighting and the focus and all of that isn't off. But this is the Jeweled Oil Diffuser. So story time. I had it seems like every week that I've been getting on here during the springtime, I've been talking about how bad my allergies are. So my kids joke with me, and I kind of joke with myself, that I'm allergic to the outside. I have bad allergies, which translates into like all of this, like drying up really bad. And it gets super bad in the wintertime because the heat, the above heat comes on and it blows like straight over my bed. And so it's the heat, it's the air, and it's dry air, right? So it dries all of this up. I end up getting like nosebleeds in the middle of the night. I can't sleep because my nose is itchy. Everything is just dry and itchy, and my skin is terrible because everything just gets so dried out between the dry air and then the hot dry air blowing on me while I'm sleeping. So a couple of years ago, I was like, okay, well, I need to add moisture into this air, or something, because it's really the nosebleeds that were really bothering me, as well as like not being able to sleep. So I decided to be cheap and I went to Amazon and I got this little like $20 oil diffuser on Amazon. Got it in. I was all excited to try it out. Got all the oils that went with it. Filled it up, put it in there. And then I read the directions and they said it lasts anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. And I was like, well, I'm trying to sleep at least 7 hours. So this diffuser is not going to diffuse all the way through the night. That was one, right? And then secondly, like even when I was diffusing it, the oils that I was using, or I don't know what it was, I just couldn't smell it. Like I could smell the oil when it was right up underneath my nose, but when it was diffusing, I couldn't smell it. And I was like, well, what's the point? If it only adds moisture to the air 2 to 4 hours a day and it doesn't even smell, like what was the point? So I was not excited about my Amazon purchase. So when I started buying Scentsy stuff and they had this oil diffuser, which was gorgeous, and I had a couple of customers order these and they really liked them, I was a little bit hesitant because of the experience that I've had with oil diffusers. I'm not a huge oil diffuser fan. The only reason why I even got an oil diffuser was to fix the moisture in the air thing, okay? I'm not a regular like oils person either. And it was just really hard for me to go ahead and buy off on what this thing does. But when it came in and I tried it out, I was sold. So I got it in and I unboxed it. I have the box around here somewhere. I was going to show y'all, but it's a box. It's a Scentsy box. It's a beautiful box and it has some sayings in it, but y'all know what the Scentsy boxes look like, right? So I got it out and this is, it came like this. The little cord, the little plug-in thing comes separate. Well, it comes in the box, but it's not like already plugged in. I just plugged this in because I've got it on so that I can show you guys what it looks like. But this is the jeweled deluxe diffuser. There is a fleur-de-lis deluxe oil diffuser as well. And it's got like this little kind of geometric pattern there. The fleur-de-lis one has like little fleur-de-lis on it. It is round. It's got these little, it's got a rubber feet down there. And then it's got this top with a hole. This is where the oil diffuses from. But it's 2 parts. So there's nothing clippy about this. You just like pull it off. And underneath is where the oil diffuses. And this is your water reservoir in here. Super easy to set up. It literally comes out of the box like this. You put some water in there. There's a line. Put this guy down. There's a line that tells you where to fill it up to. So this little line right here that says max. You fill up your water up to there. Now I will tell you, use distilled water. It's like $1. Well, maybe now with inflation, it's a little more than $1 at the grocery store for a whole gallon. So put distilled water in here. Don't use tap water because depending on like where your water comes from, it's gonna do some icky things down in here. I've tried it a couple times with regular tap water and I wouldn't do it again. Use distilled water. It diffuses clean and keeps everything nice and not smelling all gunky and looking yucky down in here. Fill it up to the max line and then we drop, they say 3 or 4. I like to do like 6 drops into the water of oil in there. And then you just put the lid back on and then we pop it on. There are, let me make sure, there are 2 kind of slider switches here. One is for the lights. So this top one is for the lights. And then this bottom one is for your diffusing level. So you have a low level and a high level for diffusing. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on so you can see. I don't remember how many colors there are, but there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 colors. Okay, so 8 colors that you can pick and you can cycle through. I like, when I turn this on, it's usually before I go to bed, so I turn it on the red. I don't know, I read somewhere or I listened to some podcast that talked about when you're going to sleep, red is the least distracting color. for your your circadian cycle or your system or whatever the thing that makes you go to sleep. Red is a color that does not block all of the hormones and the biological processes that need to happen so that you could go to sleep, whereas like colors like blue and yellow and things like that can really disrupt that cycle. Red does not. So it is a nice light night light. I don't leave it on all night. I do turn it off before I go to sleep, but like if the room is dark or like Steve goes to bed before I do sometimes, I will turn this on. I'll put it on red. It doesn't disturb him, and I will diffuse it while I'm like taking a shower or getting ready to go to bed, and he's all ready to sleep. I'll put the red light on. I'll put the diffusing level on, and you can see there's no water in there, but it was trying to diffuse something. Maybe whatever was left in there. But I'll put those colors on, and I think we're unplugged now. We weren't plugged in quite nicely anyway because, oh, that's what it is. Anyway, 8 colors, 2 settings here. When I first used this, I filled it up. I put the oil in there. I used Twinkle Twinkle as my first oil. I put this bad boy all the way on high because it was in the middle of winter time, and I was like, I'm done. I will try anything. And the next morning, I woke up. My skin was all moisturized. I slept well, and my nose wasn't all dry. And you know what? This guy was still going. So he, on a high setting, this guy will go on for about almost 2 nights. It'll make it all the way through almost 2 nights of me sleeping when it's on high. On low, I could do this. I can diffuse this for almost like 3 or 4, almost a week. I can diffuse on low setting. I'll do low setting just when it's not so dry. Like right now, it's not so dry, so I'll do low setting just because I like the fragrance of it, and it does get a little dry in our bedroom and at night and things, but I like the fragrance of Twinkle Twinkle. It is another one of those kind of nighttime sleep inducing fragrances that reminds me it's time to go to sleep, and it kind of winds me down. It's very relaxing. I will diffuse that at night on low. It will last for about almost 7 days. I can get it to go almost 7 days. And another great feature about this is that he turns off automatically. So when I'm diffusing, let's say we were diffusing, that's why I had trouble doing these buttons earlier. So if we're diffusing and in the middle of the night, the water runs out, the entire unit will shut down. The entire unit will shut down until you turn off everything to off, and then it'll reset itself. You fill it back up, and it works just fine. So the auto shut off feature of this, the fact that we've got lights and we've got a high-low setting, and it's super easy to use, makes this thing amazing. I am sold on a Scentsy oil diffuser. If you are liking what you're seeing, will you go ahead and drop a heart down below in the comments below or what have you. This little guy is... he's been a life changer or a night changer for me at least. So the fragrance throw I wanted to talk about. Remember I said that Amazon thing that I got, it didn't smell like anything. The fragrance throw on this is amazing. Our bedroom is a very large bedroom. It will fragrance, it will scent up the entire bedroom with whatever oil I'm diffusing. In this, in a matter of like 15 minutes or so, the entire bedroom smells like with whatever I'm diffusing. And then it smells like that all night long. I love this guy. I can't tell you all how much I love him. The auto shut off, the different colors. Also with the oil diffusers, the Scentsy oil diffusers, there's this guy. He's got the fleur-de-lis one, so his brother is like the fleur-de-lis one. And then Scentsy has some larger oil diffusers that have kind of the same features. But what's great is that you can switch out the different shades. So you can change the decoration of them on the outside, and there's a whole bunch of different designs. And that's what I like about the Scentsy oil diffusers. So one of the popular oil people, right, is Young Living and doTERRA. So I was looking at their stuff when I was looking for an oil diffuser. And like Young Living, there's really only like a few oil diffusers that I've seen, but I've also seen everybody else have the same oil diffuser. Like I can look at pictures on Instagram or other friends and family pictures and things, and I'm like, that's a Young Living oil diffuser, because they all look the same. The same thing with doTERRA. I was like, that's a doTERRA oil diffuser. And if I see something that like doesn't look like Scentsy or doesn't look like those other ones, I'm like, you got that off of Amazon, didn't you? But Scentsy has, I mean, I want to say there's probably about 15 and 20 different shades that you could get on the larger oil diffusers. And you can just switch them out and change designs. You can just buy the shade itself and you can switch them out according to your seasons and things. There's a huge variety of oil diffusers, as well as there's two designs that are small, like this guy. This guy and his brother, the Fleur de Lis, are $65 for the entire diffuser itself. Again, those the doTERRA ones and the Young Living ones, they tend to have, they have ones that are about similarly priced, but I want to point out that those do not have, they either don't have the lights, they don't have a high-low function. I think some of the Young Living ones, like two of the Young Living ones, have a high-low function on their diffuser. But the best part about it is the length of time that this will go compared to anything I've seen. When I was looking the other day at doTERRA and Young Living diffusers, their diffusers don't last for more than, they say, 4 to 6 hours. This guy, I have had him going on high for 10, 12 hours. So, and 2 long nights of sleeping. So this guy's the one that I've seen that works for the longest. And then he has that auto shut off capability. So I'm not sure like what the other oil diffusers are intended to do if you're only going to run them for a few hours at a time. I'm the kind of girl that, like, remember, set it and forget it. I just want to turn it on and leave it alone, let it do its thing. And I don't want to have to remember to turn it off or leave the house and be like, oh, did I turn it off? Is that going to burn the motor? Is it going to do whatever? This guy turns off by himself. All right. So $65 for the Jeweled Deluxe Oil Diffuser, as well as the Fleur de Lis Deluxe Oil Diffuser. I do have a special offer that I want to tell you guys, and I'm only offering to this group for this week. But before I tell you all that, I do want to talk about the returns and the exchange policy on this guy. So he is, all Scentsy products have a lifetime replacement warranty, including all of our oil diffusers. So if something happens to it, if it stops working for any reason, we did have a customer who hers stopped working for some reason. It was super easy. You just go ahead and you contact me and let me know, hey, I have this problem with my oil diffuser, and I'll go ahead and do my thing. And we had another one out to her in a couple of days. So at no cost to her. So if there is any kind of defect or anything with your oil diffusers, rest assured that we will get that replaced for you. There's also a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So if you buy the diffuser and you really don't like it for whatever reason, I don't know why you're not going to like it. I mean, it's pretty much got everything, except for like changing itself out, which maybe that might be coming. I don't know. There is a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. You don't like it, you just contact me and we'll take care of you. Okay? So again, he is $65. I do have that special offer. And are you ready to hear about that special offer? So only this week. So until the next time that I do a What You Warm in Wednesday. So like not like this week, but like for a whole week. If you go on the website and you buy any oil diffuser, I do want to send you some free goodies. Let me get them over here and put this guy down. So first, I want to give you samples of 3 oils. These are what the little sample vials look like. So I want to give you 3 samples of these oils so you don't have to buy a big bottle and then get stuck with something maybe you don't like. So I'm going to go ahead and send you 3 of these. If you buy an oil diffuser, I'm going to send 3 of those. I am also going to send you some washer whiffs, because washer whiffs, I'm going to send you a sample of washer whiffs, are my favorite thing to use in the laundry. You put these things in the washer and it smells up your entire laundry room. It'll smell up your clothes. It is amazing. They're similar to like the Downy Unstoppables, but I do want to send you a sample of this, and I want to send you a sample of the dryer discs that you can just throw in your laundry and they remove the static. They smell up your clothes. It's just another way to add fragrance into your laundry. I do want to send you samples of that. Again, I will send you samples of your oil for your oil diffuser. I will send you a catalog, an actual page catalog with the 2022 spring and summer new release fragrances that you can go ahead and scratch or rub and sniff on those. And I want to send you a free bar of Luna because it is one of my favorite things. This diffuser, I'm loving this diffuser. I love Luna. I want to send you a free bar of Luna. So again, if you go and you buy your oil diffuser this week only for 1 week until next Wednesday, buy an oil diffuser, I will send you a free bar of Luna. I'm going to send you a catalog with your rub and smell stickers. I am going to send you a sample of the washer whiffs and the dryer disc so your laundry can smell amazing. And I'm going to send you samples of 3 different oils so that you can try out those oils before you actually go and buy a whole bottle. So again, all of that for the low, low price of all you got to do is click on the link. I'm putting the link up here in the post or somewhere around here to where you can go buy an oil diffuser. Grab an oil diffuser, your name will pop up on my reports, and I will package up your oils, your samples of your washer whiffs, your dryer disc, your catalogs, and your free bar of Luna. I'll package that up, get it all sent to you in some happy mail, and then you can enjoy your diffuser and sample out those oils. Anyway, that's all I have for this week. I hope everybody is having a great week. Again, just click on the shopping link up above. I also dropped the Star Wars and Mandalorian link. So if you want to look at that stuff, go check that out. Hope everybody is having a great week. If you don't already, please follow me on all the platforms. We are on YouTube. I've got Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. Here in this group, if you think somebody else likes Scentsy in this group, go ahead and invite them on into this group. They will automatically be approved to join because you are in this group. Share this video if you saw something that you'd like. I really appreciate it. And again, you guys have a great Mother's Day this weekend. And until next week, we'll talk to you later.